This is KTTC News Center at 5.
Well, as it turns out, if we can keep rolling the prompter here. As it turns out, it's not just sticks and stones that can hurt you. Words can too. And sadly, teasing has become a part of growing up, but bullying is no laughing matter. So as your child gets ready to head back, there's no better time to familiarize yourself and your children with the negative effects of this cruel and all too common behavior. Bullying prevention expert and international activist, as well as an author, Gabriella van Rij, joins us now with more on what you need to know about recognizing bullying, not only if your child is a bullier, but also if your child is being bullied. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Thank you for having me.
The timing couldn't be more perfect. You talk about in your book, With All My Might, the 3 things that really are critical and important as we recognize bullying in children. Let's talk about those 3 things.
For me, first of all, it's an epidemic because a lot of parents and educators say this doesn't happen near us. It's always someone else.
But it does.
It happens everywhere, and I really think we need to know that.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that too, because I'm anxious curious why parents don't think it is happening here. What is it that we're not seeing?
Well, I think we always hope that misery passes our door in general.
Yeah.
And we hope that all the things that we see that are negative or that we hear on the news is not part of our daily lives.
So what types of things should we be looking for?
But one of the things we need to look for is a basic temper tantrums. And what I mean by that is acting out. But we act out not always loudly. We can act out being really, really quiet. And I want parents to understand that both the bully and the victim, as they are mirror images of each other, can actually do that. They're both without friends. They both isolate each other from the groups at school, and they both have huge self-esteem problems.
Right. So how is it that we get these kids to talk about it? What can we do to keep it from happening?
The only way that I have experienced that it can really stop is when we ask the school to have an intervention. What is an intervention? Everyone thinks it has to do with the parents. No, actually I would like them out of the first phase of the intervention, just a teacher, where they feel comfortable enough to start talking. And what I mean by that is not punishment. It's always punishment.
Right.
Don't do punishment. Really start talking. Let the bully for once talk.
Yes.
And the moment we see that, it's a human being behind all that sadness.
Well, and I think that's it. I think we all want to get so angry at bullies, and it's so easy to do, but there is so much pain and hurt there on both sides.
On both sides.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So to get to the bottom of it.
And when the victim sees that, they actually feel a little bit better about themselves.
Probably a little more empowered, too, to understand that, hey, we're kind of feeling the same thing.
Very empowered. And then next is something that we don't see a lot, is that educators, honestly, do not call both parents.
So they need to do that.
Yes.
And I think everybody needs to get involved. The parents,
Active
the educators, and kids need to speak up, too.
They
when
all
see
need to
something.
speak up.
Again, Gabriella, thank you so much.
You.
It's so interesting, all of your information right here in your book, With All My Might, and you have another book coming out that kind of deals with the same issues. Such a pleasure having you, and thank you so much for sharing your wisdom today. Well, your Precision Forecast is coming up next, but first, a look from our News Center live traffic cam.